springtime. I am so excited about spring. Aren't you excited about spring? Springtime just get me so happy. Hello again, guys. This is Diamond from Diamond Shine Soap. I am super duper excited to see you today. Today we are on candle number 2, okay? So the first one we did was peaches and cream. The second one we're gonna do is paradise. It's very nice, okay? Now guys, if you love my videos, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and listen, if you wanna know when I'm going live, you better make sure you hit that notification bell, because let me tell you something, I'll be looking for you to be there, okay? All right, now listen y'all, if you guys want the candle recipe, because a lot of people need to be starting a business right now. With all of the price of gas, the cost of gas, and all these things that's going on, you need to have a side hustle right now, okay? Like right now, not tomorrow. And if you want to get it done without spending a whole bunch of money and wasting money, because we don't have money to be out here wasting, okay? You want to make sure that you tap into the description box. My Patreon is right there. Candle making recipes. I got a website. On that website, I put recipes on there as well. You definitely do not want to be out here just scrolling around YouTube trying anything, wasting money. You want to come to somebody who has years of experience that know how to get you started. I've launched, listen, so many candle makers into their successful business over the years. If you come to the Patreon, you will see that there are some faithful followers that's been in there. Almost at 1,000. If you can come and join us, we will get to 1,000 really quick. In there, I share free recipes. I share recipes on a $10, a $5, and a $20 level. And the candle making classes are free. You do not have to pay extra for classes. We have so many different trainings. We have soap, we have lotion, body butter. Never be disappointed following a person like me. So I am on this simple series, y'all, and the simple series is these candles, and these are the 9-ounce straight-sided jars. I'm only teaching these candles for the next couple weeks because number one, I am launching these on my website. So that means if you are seeing this right now, you can go to my website and you can purchase one of these candles. I have quite a few up there, okay? And I'm going to link that in the description box as well. I have some of these on here, but I wanted to give you guys a simple candle that burns beautifully. Your customer do not even have to trim the wick. That's how good this candle is, okay? Your customer do not have to trim the wick. It is one of those candles where, listen, Linda, if you are making it, you are going to see success, everything that you want to see. So this is the easiest jar to start a business. If you want to start a candle making business and you want something that you can start and launch really quick, this is the jar, okay? This is the jar. This is the jar. I am mixing pineapple, I am mixing cherry bomb, and I am mixing strawberry together to make a beautiful tropical scent. I am going to tell you, you're only going to need about 4 ounces of wax for the base, okay? Because I sat there today and I was like, let me do this without wasting wax, because sometimes when we make the base, we have a little bit of wax left over. So I was like, let's just try it with 4 ounces. First I did 5 ounces. I had a little bit left over. Today I did it with 4 ounces. It was perfect. The wick size, I'll make sure I give you guys the wick size that will be linked in the Patreon. The pouring temperatures, which is more important than anything else. Listen, if you're making candles and you're not smelling your candles, it's your wick size and your pouring temperatures. You may be a person that's just on Amazon and trying to figure it out because you never made candles a day in your life. So you're getting these little teeny tiny bottles on Amazon. I'm using this for example, a fragrance, and you just pour it in there and you're like, oh, I can smell it, I can smell it. You ain't gonna smell it. You're not gonna smell it. I'm sorry. I'm just letting you know it's not gonna work. I hate to break it to you. I hate to be the bearer of the bad news, but it's just not going to be successful that way. You have to get the best supplies from the best suppliers. And I'll let you guys know all of that. In fact, I'm going to link my candle making starter book in the description box where I list vendors, fragrances, you name it, is all in that book. Okay, this book is, I mean, listen, I made it a year ago. This book is every bit of amazing. So I will link that in the description box. Anyway, guys, without further ado, let's go ahead, whip this wax and get right into it. Okay guys, so you are going to need these 9-ounce straight-sided jars. You're going to need some yellow candle dye, and I'm speaking of liquid candle dye. You'll use the same liquid candle dye to color your embeds. You will need a pineapple and a cherry mold. All right, now go ahead and grab you a extra large piping tip, and you're going to need a piping bag, the same bag that you would use if you were using real icing. Now, I have already whipped my wax, so I don't have to go back and do that part again. So I'm just adding it to the piping bag. Now, for my whipped wax, I usually make that and leave it in a container for weeks at a time. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pipe around my wick. I normally like to do that just in case I have any holes or sinkholes, because sometimes when I'm making a candle with whipped wax, I really don't worry about the pouring temperature. So what you want to go ahead and do is you want to take this wax and you want to wrap it around a jar. You first start in the middle and then you just work your way to the outside and you just kind of go back and forth. What I normally like to do is before I let it, get too tall, I like to bang it down just a little bit. And that's just to give it more of a flat appearance. And from there, I just normally go back and forth until I reach, the height that I want to reach. Now, let me tell you something, guys. I do not let my wax come outside of the jar. I used to do my candles that way, but I noticed that wax usually chip off during shipping, so I don't do that anymore. So you want to go ahead and press your pineapple in, and I only want to put 2 embeds because this is a very small opening, so I don't want to do too much. So I put a cherry on one side, a pineapple on the other side. And because my first name is not Plain and my last name is Jane, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of crumble to the top. Now, the wax that I used today was all Parasoy wax. And when it came down to the embeds, I used paraffin embeds. And for the crumble, I used paraffin as well. Now, I told you guys what kind of fragrance I used. Now, for my cherries, I used a cherry bomb fragrance, and for my pineapple, I use pineapple fragrance because I didn't want to use anything else, just to make sure that they actually smell like fruit. Okay, so this is a tip. Whenever you go to trim your wick, make sure you trim it pretty tall. Don't trim it really short because it will tunnel. It definitely needs to power burn at the top. Make sure you center your wick and it look like that at the bottom. And also remember to tap it quite a few times to release the air. And this is our finished product right here. I'm really loving this look.